So the next item we're going to be taking a look at is Libra. Libra was changed in this patch as well. Basically, all they did to Libra was adjust the formula used to calculate damage, which basically means in your run you're going to have an overall higher damage. Now, instead of going with one-on-one synergies and showcasing Polyphemus and SOYMILK, which might I add are still kind of trash, we will get to those at the end, but what I'm going to do is run through an entire run just picking up boss upgrades, because usually they are stat upgrades, and see what our run looks like, so after we get some stat upgrades, we can kind of figure out if Libra's actually good or not. Now, obviously, I would like to point out, this does not prove anything, because every run is different, and obviously, you can have a really good run with Libra, and you can have really bad runs with Libra, but I'm just trying to show you probably an average run, just boss items, so you can get a general idea of how it works. Okay, floor 1, we get Latchkey, which is a luck upgrade, and luck upgrades are not useful to us at all. Yet again, another useless item. This is so far not really going to plan. Alright, so we do have our first stat upgrade, which is a damage upgrade, which does suck a little, because we're not going to get as much damage as we did before, but, like, I would take this over growth hormones most days of the week, I'm not going to lie. Alright, a range upgrade, not bad. Typically, you really wouldn't be happy, and it's not the best, but honestly, 0.10 damage with that small of a range upgrade isn't awful. A health upgrade, kind of expected to see a few of these, but I didn't expect to so far have 3 useless items, which is a little unfortunate, but if at the end we want to give ourselves some more items to test things, we will. Since the negative gives us a damage upgrade, we will take it, see what our stats look like. Obviously, really not that great for damage, but I guess the tiers were kind of welcome. But overall, I think really I would have taken the 1 damage there. Another health upgrade, which is fine. I know these aren't technically boss items, but we will actually take the Hush items, because they are items you get for bosses. Not really. It's definitely pushing it, but I wanted a little bit more, so there's a tiers upgrade, there's an all stats upgrade. Stats are looking, you know, they're looking. While this may be pushing it, there is the Void, which has a lot of bosses with a lot of items for us to grab, though we will only take the stat upgrades. Dogtooth is a speed and damage upgrade, which is pretty nice, because you see it was a 0.3 damage upgrade, and because of that speed upgrade, we still pretty much got all the damage we wanted. Dark Prince's Crown. This is actually very interesting. Now, obviously, we don't have any red hearts gone, but we will make them gone just to see how Dark Prince's Crown can affect us. So on 1 red heart, these are the stats we get from Dark Prince's Crown. It's pretty good, actually. I mean, our stats are overall pretty nice. Obviously, we have the Dark Prince's Crown buff, but, like, that's not, like, super useful, and it's not likely, so I wouldn't say these would be, like, our normal stats, but hey, not bad. Alright, so that is all the items we got over the course of this run from bosses. Obviously, I cheated a little in using the Void and Hush, but we have a decent haul with an okay run without Libra, but our stats aren't bad with 7.55 damage, almost a 5 rate of fire, good range, good speed, everything's kind of fine. Not good, and that is exactly what Libra is, and that's kind of what the point of this video really is. Did they fix Libra? Yeah, honestly, they did. Libra was never awful. If you get rid of Libra right now, you'll see the problem. It's not even that much different, right? Like, realistically, all we did there was trade some damage for fire rate, and does the run really matter that much more? No. Is this a weird case scenario with some weird items and not much? Yeah, but all Libra does is guarantee that your run will be okay. If you're looking for a broken run, Libra doesn't do that anymore, not with SOYMILK, but Libra will be okay at the end of the day, and with the higher damage formula, it's okay. You'll get the damage you want, you'll get good fire rate. At the end of the day, you'll have good stats, but you have to be willing to struggle through the beginning, because your stats will go up slower, but by the end of the game, you'll have, like, 8 to 10 damage, almost a 5 rate of fire. You should be fine. Obviously, once again, we went Void and got all those boss items, but you still have item rooms, you still have shops, devil deals, angel deals, so much that I didn't touch, and our run's fine. This is good enough to beat the game. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not bad. We could definitely win with this. 7 damage, and the rate of fire, especially with this range, you can keep your distance, you can win, but will you be steamrolling the game? Definitely not. So we will be going over some specific synergies to show you how they work. This is SOYMILK Libra now. You don't want this. It's not good. I mean, like, it's just not. All your stats are just hurt. Like, SOYMILK alone might even be better than this. This, a 15 rate of fire, but only 0.7 damage. I think it's just better. SOYMILK Libra is just not viable. Pretty much the same with Libra Polyphemus. It is okay. The damage is fine. The fire rate's fine. But overall, it's just not great. With Libra, what you don't want is huge stat upgrades. You really don't. They're not super great. They just kind of hurt you in the long run. You'd rather have the really big stat upgrade than, like, cut it into, like, tiny pieces and give a little bit to each stat. However, for smaller stat upgrades, like if we grab Roid Rage right now, you see our stats, base damage, base fire rate. We got good speed, good range, though. And now, bam, this is pretty solid. We got a 0.86 damage up from Roid Rage. It can definitely be helpful, and the damage up you can get is pretty significant for smaller items, but when you get damage ups and tears ups, that's when it hurts because you know you're losing them. Overall, I do think you find more speed up, range up, shot speed up than you do damage and tears on any given run, so I think in the end it will balance itself out, but that's Libra's whole point, balance. So yes, unfortunately, Libra did not go back to being the SOYMILK Libra combo that everyone loves, but at the end of the day, we do have rock bottom camo undies, and that's pretty much the same thing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you please, and I will see you next time.